Said, hey man, I just got out the gym. You know what I'm saying? Niggas a little tired, niggas a little sleepy, but that can't stop the grind for today, man. Um, shit, y'all know me. I mean, just look at me. I got Doja Cat playing in my head. You know what I'm saying? Just making videos, man. JxmyHighroller. Is Cooper Flagg really worth the hype? Shit, man. Hey, hey. Hey, I'm gonna need you to catch up, bud. We're not doing this today, okay? I want to have a smooth vid, okay? I'm gonna just restart all over again. We're gonna stop buffering. I'm tired. I was in the gym. Make sure y'all can see the muscles right quick, though. Oh, shit. Make sure y'all can see the muscles, bro. I gotta get the hang of this shit, bro, before I keep doing this shit, bro. I'm bullshitting. But look, though. Fuck. Man, just look at the muscles. Weak as I don't like how weak I look though. Really strong as shit though. You know what I'm saying? Saying? You know what I'm saying? Still broke. Yeah, hold on. Drag gonna go where it's supposed to go today. My father was a bit of a drinker. One day he puts a knife to my face. He says, "Why so serious?" I'm tweaking, bruh. I'm tweaking, bruh. You tweaking, bruh. Just tweaking, bruh. And get the tweaking. Come on, bro. Let's watch this video, man. Stop playing.
How do you know when you're watching the beginnings of an all-time great talent? Not just elite or exceptional talent.
Stop glazing. Stop glazing. Stop glazing.
But the kind of player you could say appears once in a generation. Usually the signs
you
are
talking
there.
about?
National acclaim at an early age, the masses becoming familiar with your name long before you even step foot on an NBA court, throw in a few viral performances, jaw-dropping physical gifts, a Sports Illustrated cover, and you've got yourself a recipe for what can easily be assumed as the next great NBA superstar. The only problem is we are terrible at predicting truly generational talent. For every player that gets slapped with the label of being generational and lives up to it, there's about 10 more who don't even come close. But what do you call a player who was given the description of generational at 16 years old, went toe-to-toe with LeBron as a high schooler, and was projected to go first overall in the NBA draft 3 years before he was even eligible for the draft? Cooper Flagg has faced some of the highest expectations of any recent NBA prospect, and up to this point, has exceeded all of them. But even after becoming one of the most obvious first overall picks in recent draft history, some fans justifiably still have their doubts. Opinions ranging from he could be the greatest player of an entire era, all the way to he's one of the most overrated prospects we've seen recently. After missing on numerous alleged generational prospects.
Bro, I mean, I've seen Cooper Flagg play. Superstardom, yes. Of an era? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. That's a stretch. You're gonna need to really prove to me why you say this.
Prospects in recent years, it's clear why some fans are hesitant to give such a hefty label to anyone. And yet some remain certain that Cooper is generational, which begs the question. What makes Cooper Flagg the transcendent talent some say he is? And is he really worth the hype? Or are some fans setting him up for the same exact...
I want that boy to get up like Bron. I don't want y'all to hype this man up. He get out here with other grown men who been doing this for years. And then, you know what I'm saying? He need to get out there with grown men and start doing this shit to grown men, like grown ass men who been doing this shit for years. Before we start saying some shit like this, bro. I don't like these assumptions. You feel me? I don't like y'all hyping up people just like how they came here trying to hype up Bronny to be just like LeBron coming in, bro. It's you gotta let niggas adjust first. You feel me? Y'all putting all this hype on niggas already, bro. Let a nigga figure out how to play. You feel me? Like, damn.
Exact fate other generational talents have suffered. To answer this question, we have to go back long before anyone even knew the name Cooper Flagg.
Why can't you stay organized?
What you talking about? Why is you getting on here talking to me about organization? I'm already trying my best to push through, and you wanna hop on here with these pajamas. I ain't gonna lie, your room nice though. I ain't gonna lie, your room nice. Damn. Chill, that nigga got
I've
a point.
experienced this myself, and it's called chronic impulse control, where you prioritize short.
Watch it. I skipped that shit. Nigga ready to call me out.
Today's video is sponsored.
Oh, no. No, I'm not having no seat meeks. Come on, bro, because you're going to make my video lag already.
In December of 2021,
I told you.
a news publication out of Maine wrote a piece about a basketball prodigy who was starting to gain attention not just around the state, but around the country, describing him as a talent they had never seen before. A 6'7" supremely gifted 14-year-old. Local coaches and scouts knew immediately they were onto something special and early, because this would be one of the first mentions of the name Cooper Flagg, a freshman who had yet to play a single game of high school ball, who many agreed they had never seen.
Hey man, this is what I be talking about. Y'all in these videos. Now I gotta see what's going on, what's happening, what's rocking. Why are you tripping? Stop, bitch.
Likes of. Over the next 2 years, Cooper quickly became a national headliner, transferring to Montverde Academy and rising up the high school.
Oh my god.
School rankings. By the end of his sophomore season, it became clear that Cooper was, in fact, a talent unlike anything else in the country.
I got a
the
whole
secret was out.
Man, hey, somebody got to tell me how to make OBS not lag, bro. I'm going through pain in this bitch. Pain in this bitch, bro. Straight pain in this motherfucker. I'm gonna have to fix this shit live on cam. Cause I'm like, no, bro, niggas not finna watch this shit. I'm not finna keep having niggas act like they finna watch this. Come on, bro, lock in.
Cooper Flagg may just be next up. A conversation that led to this. The first mention of Cooper Flagg not just as a great prospect, but as a generational prospect. This came out following a successful summer season where Flagg jumped up national rankings from a 5-star prospect to the consensus #1 player in the country in his class. Like many others before him, the towering propositions about his game and what he might become began to ramp up. But being called generational isn't necessarily out of the norm for prospects of this caliber. However, what is out of the norm is the fact that this article was published.
Niggas called that nigga DeAndre Ayton a generational big man. Y'all just be throwing that title around then. The critics have no idea what they talking about. Stop calling people generational, bro. Stop doing that shit. Y'all see how good LaMelo was when he was in high school. Nigga dropped 91 points. I'm not saying he's trash now by any means, but I'm just saying he gets in the league and like he kind of gets evened out. You know what I'm saying? He's good on his team, but championship worthy. Is he beating Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder? No. You feel me? It's generational, nigga. It's like LeBron, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The next generational nigga to me is honestly, you know what I'm saying, between like three niggas. Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Anthony Edwards. Those are niggas who could be the face of the NBA. Like very soon. You know what I'm saying? Very, very soon, bro. So when you just throwing this generational title around, like how they obviously been doing, cause Ben Simmons, fuck is Ben Simmons? Now he could drop me off, but nigga, am I in the NBA? No. You feel me? I'm not in the NBA. But when that nigga gets in the NBA, over missing layups and shit, that's when you get evened out. You know what I'm saying? Like how they do in 2K. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker start off, nigga, in high school, that nigga cooking. They put that shit on rookie mode. You able to make all the buckets. Able to make everything. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to college. You know what I'm saying? Shit gets a little harder, but you still tough. It's not the NBA. Not everybody's professional. They all just trying to get there. The only thing different in the NBA is the hunger. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't got that same hunger in the NBA because they already there. But they replace that hunger with professionality. Nigga, when they get to that NBA level, you know what I'm saying, you already generational. Nigga, now you bricking. Now you can't make a three to save your life. Now your mid-range fade that you was doing in high school, that shit ain't dropping now. The defense better. You know what I'm saying? The layup is a little harder now. Niggas is bigger. Everybody 6'8" in this bitch. You feel me? So to call somebody generational that early, I feel like niggas is Chad. I ain't gonna lie.
On August 3rd, 2023, when Cooper was just 16 years old. At the time, 3 years away from being draft eligible. His incredible physical tools and NBA readiness already putting him in conversations with prospects like LeBron, AD, Zion, and Wemby before he even started his junior season in high school. But it turns out that junior season would never come. Because just a week after getting compared to the best prospects of the 21st century, Cooper broke headlines when he decided to jump up a year and reclassify from the class of 2025 to the class of 2024. The result of Flagg jumping up a class and bypassing an entire season of basketball, he not only instantly became the #1 player in the country against players 1 to 2 years older than him, overnight, he became the favorite to be selected first overall in the 2025 NBA draft. As a 16-year-old who had just finished his sophomore year of high school. The rankings were, of course, correct. Cooper was still so far ahead of his competition that he was a shoo-in for the High School National Player of the Year just a few games into that season. Projections this bullish and this early are so rare that we've only seen them a handful of times.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody to think that I'm taking away from this nigga's greatness. This nigga is tough. He's in the NBA, bro. He's tough. He's a professional. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, though. When niggas get meshed around with other professionals, it's a little different. Now, LeBron James, if we need to really take it back, we can look at that nigga's first game. You know what I'm saying? We can look at that nigga's first game, and then we can see what a generational talent first game look like. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't come every day. 22, 7, and 6, I think it was, or 7 and 8. I think it was 22, 7, and 8. This motherfucker put up 22, 7, 8 his first NBA game. That nigga looked like he belonged there. Cooper Flagg, he's still adjusting in the summer league. It's not the same level of dominance. It's not the same level, bro.
2001, when NBA scouts were already saying a 16-year-old LeBron was a surefire #1 pick, and more recently with Victor Wembanyama, who was projected to be the first overall pick 2 years before he was eligible for the draft. Outside of these two truly once-in-a-generation talents, even the most sought-after prospects do not face these expectations this early in their basketball career. But it was in the following season where Cooper would face his biggest test yet. Prove that he was good enough to still dominate games at the college level. But before he even stepped foot on a college court, Cooper did what no high schooler had ever done before him. How do we know if Cooper Flagg will be able to play at the next level and compete against the best players in the world? Well, because he already played them.
First, we offer overnight boarding.
Now that shit is different. Like I say, superstardom, most definitely. This nigga's a superstar, gang. Whether you like it or not, he's a superstar, a future champion. But generational, face of the NBA. I don't know. You gotta let him ferment.
Your pet
Might
will
get
stay
injured,
overnight in
might
your
be a
sitter's home
plus.
and not only be treated like part of the family.
Might be the next
Last
just
summer,
boy shooter,
at just
bro.
17
Never
years
know.
old, Flagg was chosen to be a part of the USA men's select team, a team that would scrimmage LeBron, Steph, KD, and the rest of the Olympic team. A team that hadn't featured a non-NBA player in over a decade and had never featured a high school kid. Now, the best one could hope for this kid going toe-to-toe against the NBA's best is for him to just fit in, soak in the moment, make the right plays, and just not be a liability. Cooper didn't just fit in. He actually stood out. In a straw poll survey conducted by The Athletic following the training camp, players on the Olympic team were asked who they thought the best player on the men's select team was. The player who was chosen by unanimous decision was Cooper. A team loaded with some of the brightest young NBA talents, and it was the 17-year-old kid that played better than all of them. By the end of the summer, Cooper had already checked off every generational box. He received national acclaim. He was way ahead.
Now, hold on. That might change some things. Because, I mean, I heard he played on the USA team, but I didn't hear that the NBA players voted for him to be the best. Now, if you got other great talents on that bitch, because, I mean, them niggas is on there for a reason. That's Team USA. That's the top dogs. You know what I'm saying? You getting in conversations like LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, nigga. Top defenders, Drew Holiday, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like that. Niggas who not playing around at that point. Niggas who trying to get a chip. Niggas who have a chip. Multiple chips. And they voting for this guy? Like I say, let that boy ferment, bro. Y'all throwing all this hype on her. Let him stay quiet, bro.
Of schedule in his frame and development to the point where it just wasn't even fair. He went from dominating his class to dominating the country to playing and holding his own against the best players in the world. And of course, he had earned the generational label. The next challenge in front of him was college, which at that point wasn't really a challenge at all. As the second youngest player in the entire country, Cooper immediately became the best player in college basketball, putting up 19-7 and 4 a game as statistically the best offensive player in the country and a top 5 defensive player in the country. His measurables, defensive instincts, and polished offensive game drawing comparisons to Jason Tatum, Scottie Pippen, and Kawhi Leonard. The kid played half of the season as a 17-year-old and won National Player of the Year. But to put into perspective just how incredible Cooper's freshman season at Duke was, here are the top 250 players in college basketball last season represented by age on the x-axis and box plus minus on the y-axis. This chart represents the top 10% of all college basketball players this past season, and it tells the story of what NBA teams are looking for when assessing talent and who stands out amongst their peers. Up here are some of the best players in the country last season, the vast majority of them on the older end of college sports.
Bro, I hate when this nigga pull off this chart. Cooper Ray be all the way up here somewhere. Nah, he Ray be all the way over here somewhere, bro. Not all the way over here somewhere. I hate when he pull off this chart. That's how you know niggas is different when he pull out this chart. The shit that traumatized me was when he did something with Michael Jordan just to like identify if he was really the GOAT or not. And he was telling us I think it was LeBron. I think he had like Michael Jordan somewhere up here. Kobe somewhere up here, Shaq somewhere over here. This motherfucker LeBron was all the way up here somewhere. What the hell? Like, is he really that much better than everybody else? Statistically, yes. When this nigga pull out these stats, and when he get this motherfucker chart out, this nigga about to spit game.
22, 23, even 24-year-olds. But the NBA isn't necessarily looking for the best prospects. They're looking for prospects with the most upside, young guys who have the highest ceiling. And this becomes clear if we highlight all 30 players selected in the first round of the 2025 NBA draft. All of these players had great seasons, but what really sets them apart from the other 2,400 collegiate players trying to get drafted is their youth. Look at the top picks in this year's draft, and all of them are much younger than their non-drafted counterparts. You could call this the draft zone, a recipe of being elite and extremely young, and landing here will greatly increase your odds of making it to the league. It's not just about being good, it's about being good early and having the potential to get a whole lot better. But if the best prospects in the country are here, where's Cooper Flagg? You guys are not gonna believe
Nigga, stop. Nigga, stop. Nigga, stop.
All about
I knew this nigga was gonna fucking do it. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna be all the way over here somewhere. I knew he was gonna be all this shows this when this nigga pull out this chart, bro. When this nigga pull out this chart, these niggas is irrelevant now. Look, just start him all the way up here. This nigga might be a GOAT. This nigga might be a GOAT. Never mind. I take everything. I didn't know this nigga was gonna pull out this chart. I didn't know he was gonna pull out this chart. It's over, bro. He's a GOAT. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Put him in that conversation. It's already too late. Top 30 best NBA players of all time. Put him in that conversation. He's already there, bro. It's too late. This nigga put out the chart.
A kid that was supposed to still be in high school as by far the best player in the country with the most upside. It is not a stretch to say Cooper Flagg is a generational talent.
That nigga
but
generational.
Here's the catch. Despite all of the incredible things he's done over the last few years and his absurd NBA readiness at a young age and just how much upside he possesses, Cooper is not the exception. When
There's power in the word no. At University
See, because Jimmy's like ChatGPT. He gonna tell you the facts, like statistically and everything like that. He can glaze the nigga a little bit, hype your brain up, make you think he get ready, gas him up, then hit you with straight facts. He about to say everything that I just said. Basically telling, just let that nigga build, bro. Let that nigga ferment, bro. Let that nigga plant. You know what I'm saying? Let that nigga be like a seed. He's still learning, bro. He still has to learn. He still got much to learn.
No application.
And then put him in that conversation. Watch what Jimmy say, though. I don't know what he about to say.
When LeBron came into the league, we had never seen a prospect quite like him up to that point. When Victor Wembanyama was drafted, we definitely had never seen a player like him before. In fact, I didn't even know a player like him was in the realm of possibility.
Fuck no, I didn't either.
Players, even recently, like Cooper Flagg, that were just as talented, just about as young, with games just as NBA ready as Flagg's is. And even when we think we know the recipe for a surefire megastar, history has shown us that oftentimes we don't know the difference between great talent and generational talent. Since 2000,
I'm calling it now, cause I just get that itch. Cooper Flagg, he's gonna be tough. Don't get me wrong, but he's not gonna be generational. I mean, all right. So let me ask y'all this: would y'all consider Dirk Nowitzki generational, or just great? Generational or just great? Now, he was able to go toe-to-toe with Kobe. People like Kobe. Kobe is generational. You know what I'm saying? People like Shaq. Generational. Scottie Pippen. Great. Tracy McGrady. Great. Penny Hardaway. Great. Tim Duncan. Great. No, you wanted me to... Great. Not great. I mean, because we've seen it before. You know what I'm saying? Now let me hot take. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, generational, cause he was really the first one that laid the footprint for niggas like Tim Duncan. After that was already laid, then you have great Tim Duncan, great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, generational. Y'all see the separation? LeBron James, generational. Michael Jordan, generational. Anthony Edwards, great. Jason Tatum, great. Stephen Curry, generational. You see what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving, generational. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson, great, but not generational. Chris Paul, He alright. I ain't gonna lie to y'all like that. He alright. Prime D Rose. Generational. Ja Morant. He good. He ain't great though. He ain't great. But he good. He's solid as fuck. He's solid. LaMelo Ball. He's solid as fuck. Y'all see it's levels to this shit. You feel me? Y'all niggas need to hire me as a professional NBA analyst, man. I'm not lying. Matter of fact, this nigga putting up names. Players who were given the generational label. And I'm going to tell you why these niggas not generational. You have LeBron James. Generational. Dwight Howard. Now, back in his old days, you know what I'm saying? He was solid. He was solid. He was a nigga like Ben Wallace, but more aggressive. Had bounce, more bounce, way more bounce. Greg Oden. Everybody know what happened to him, man. If you know, you know, bro. If you know, you know. Sad NBA story, man. Blake Griffin when he was young. He's not great, though. He's not great. He's not great. He's a champion, but is he great? Is he great? Yes, he's great. Yes. Yes. Yes, he's great. He's not great. He's not great. He's not great. He's generational. So we got one great player, 3 solid players, and then one generation. Who's the last one?
There have been 12 players who were given the label of generational, from LeBron.
Give me this.
And Greg Oden to Zion.
Oh, nah. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. Get the fuck
the
back.
label of generational, from LeBron
I
and
need
Greg
to analyze
Oden.
this. All right, bet. So we've added on. Now, DeAndre Ayton, solid. Ben Simmons, bust. Zion Williamson, bust. Cade Cunningham, you good. You good. Victor Wembanyama, great. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga great already. That nigga great. So we have, let's count it up. Andrew Wiggins, wow. Bust. I'm not gonna lie. Bust. Don't even argue. Bust. Bust. You can't. Don't argue with me about it. Bust. He's a bust. Him, a bust. Him, you not really a bust, but you good. You on his level. Y'all, you on their level when they was in their prime. You good, but you not on his level. You just on your own. You on day 2 level, like right here. You know what I'm saying? Like you right here. You know what I'm saying? But this guy, generational. This guy, I ain't gonna lie, generational. He's I know niggas wanna hate, but when have you ever seen a 7'5" nigga moving like Victor? He's young as fuck. I think it's his 3rd season. I had to take a swallow on that, bruh. You niggas gave him the generational label. Can y'all stop? Y'all just throwing this bitch out. Cause hell no, niggas was saying he was the next LeBron. Obviously, that's not true. He don't have the ego. He don't have what it take. He just don't have what it take. He too deep in now. He don't have what it take. Andrew Wiggins, he's very solid, very good. I actually like Andrew Wiggins. I actually do. But is he on that generational level? I'm just trying to show y'all the differential. Now, Cooper Flagg, he might be great, but generational? Generational? Do he even look like he fit in this conversation right here? He gonna be like one of these. Yeah, he gonna be like one of these. He ain't gonna be like this. He ain't gonna be like this. He ain't gonna be like this. He gonna be like one of these. Nah, or like one of these. One of these. Nah. Cause he can't be like one of these. He can't be like one of these. He can just be like one of these. Or one of these. In their primes. He not gonna be like this though. He gonna be like one of these. One of these. One of these. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna be like one of these. Just not this one. Just one of these. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of this. A little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of this in the beginning. But he ain't gonna be all the way one of these. You know what I'm saying? He might have a little bit of this too. But that's for like one season. But he gonna be great. He might be solid. He might be like this. It depends on him. But my prediction, he gonna be like one of these. He gonna end up being great though.
To Zion and Wemby. Now, for many of these names, similar to Cooper Flagg, their title as generational was accepted, but not by everyone. Like Greg Oden back in 2007, who truly did look like a once-in-a-generation big man coming out of college. Him getting selected over Kevin Durant is about all the evidence you need of that. Same with Zion Williamson in 2019.
Everybody knows about his hype. I thought he was gonna be the next LeBron. And then he let that fool get to him. It's all in the brain. It's all how Cooper Flagg decides to deal with this. Now, LeBron, he came in with the perfect mentality. He came in there ready to be a man amongst boys. He came in there knowing that he had to dominate. It's like he had already knew what he needed to do to get where he was going. It's like he was thinking 20 years ahead. If Cooper Flagg can get in here and think 20 years ahead, oh my goodness, I didn't even foresee that. But Zion Williamson, he was only thinking like 5 years ahead. He wasn't even thinking 5. He was thinking like 2 years ahead. Then just let himself get out of control. I'm still waiting for that generational to pop up out that nigga Zion. I liked Zion, man, when he was first coming in. I was hyped for him. I thought he was going to be tough as fuck. And then bust.
Incredibly hyped prospect with superstar potential who blew the doors off of college basketball for a season, but has been completely derailed thanks to injuries. 12 proclaimed generational prospects in 26 years, or about one projected generational talent every other year, is a gross overestimation not just of talent, but how often this kind of talent comes around. Among the true generational talents and the ones who had the potential to be one are the players who were thrown into a conversation they should have never been in. Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis are both incredible Hall of Famers, but still not quite generational.
Hell no, I agree fully. No, let's make some more X's.
Andrew Wiggins and Ben Simmons looked the part, but fell short by about a mile.
Exactly. Let's keep it going, Jimmy. You want to something?
Believe it or not, even players like DeAndre Ayton and Cade Cunningham managed to earn the generational label leading up to the time they were drafted.
Yes. Oh, this looks much better. This looks much better. This looks much better. Much better. Now, Cooper Flagg, I already told you, you're going to have a little bit of these. You look like you're going to have a little bit of these. But is you going to be like these? You got to come in. These men came in here with a mentality that you don't get every now and then, bruh. You don't get that mentality every now and then, Cooper. Is you gonna come in here acting like a grown man? Or is you gonna be playing like one of these exes? Irrelevant, forgotten, a bust. Stephen A gonna be on your ass. Talking about, this man is a Hall of Fame bust. You want Steven Adams to be talking about you like that? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be right there. Cause I'm rooting for you. But I'm about tired of seeing bust. I'm ready for the next generational player to come in so I can start rooting and watching the NBA again. Once LeBron retired, I'm not watching this no more. I don't even watch it now. It fell off. I stopped watching after Kobe died. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I know he was out of the NBA for 4 years before he did die. But I don't give a fuck. Kobe was the only reason I even played basketball. He died, a piece of basketball died with him. I don't give a fuck about that shit. LeBron kept me going because he switched to the Lakers. Now, once LeBron retired off the Lakers, who the fuck I'm gonna watch? Bronny? No, I like Bronny. Come on, bro. I'm not finna watch no role player, bro. Now, he been using his his Bron for all to 30% at the most. But he don't got full control over that shit yet. And he's small. You know what I'm saying? He got his mother's height. He lacking in like 7 inches. Need a growth spurt out of that nigga, man. That's the only way he gonna be on this level. But
Of these 12 players, one of them truly lived up to the lofty label, and another one is currently proving he was worthy of the label. The general public predicted 12, and we got 2. No matter how many players we claim to be generational, turns out once in a generation truly means once in a generation. And with
exactly. You see how my man Jimmy talk though? I hate to stretch the video out, but you see what he's saying though? He like ChatGPT. He gonna tell you, he gonna glaze a little bit. As soon as he pull that chart, he gonna glaze a little bit more, and then he gonna spit straight facts. Cooper Flagg, this is up to you, man. I'm looking straight at this boy right now. This is up to you, man.
With Wemby clearly being the guy of this era, we may not be due for another generational talent for quite some time. What are the odds Cooper lives up to the absolute upper end of the ceiling people have placed on him? Well, no one actually knows. If what a player did leading up to the time of them being drafted told us who they would become in the league, then Zion, Ben Simmons, and Andrew Wiggins would be the face of the NBA right now. The inverse of this is also true. If pre-draft projections were any indication of who a player would eventually become, Giannis, Jokic, and Kawhi would have been written off years ago. We may have an idea of what a player might be.
And now they champions, sitting up with the conversations of the greats. They get to be in that conversation because they earned that. People who was looked over. Usually the generational ones ain't generational. Unless it's pretty fucking obvious. Wembanyama, when all these niggas retired, do y'all not know how bad he about to own this league? Wembanyama about to own this league, bro.
But that's it. An idea. Truth is, some of these once proclaimed generational talents didn't fail to meet their potential. It's likely that they were just never the once-in-a-generation talent some claimed them to be. All things indicate that Cooper Flagg could be a truly transcendent player in the league. Of course, that's if indication meant anything at all. Only time will tell what Cooper's...
Hey man, that matchup, Bronny versus Cooper Flagg, that shit finna feed families. That's gonna feed my family. Man. Watch when I'm rich. I'm be sitting in my big ass house with my whole family watching the game. Finals, game 5. Cooper Flagg, his team down 3-1. They got a winner go home. That nigga finna go all out, drop 50. Bronny 46. 3 assists, 2 rebounds. I'm calling it.
True potential is, and if he'll rise up and meet it.
Come on, Coop. It's up to you, boy. It's up to you. But man, if you did enjoy the video, man, like I'm out of there, man. Peace.